Hey, how's it going, everyone? We're back for the last day of streaming. Very exciting.
Third day, final day.
I know.
It's exciting.
It's wow. All right. I feel like there's been so much happening. So over just a few hours. So we've been making some great stuff. Hi, let's get some introductions going here for the last segment of the stream this week. I can kick it off, Danielle.
Yeah, I'll introduce myself. So Danielle Morimoto. I'm an experienced designer here at Adobe on Project 1324, which is Adobe's youth initiative. But again, like my background here at Adobe has been generally with the design lab team, which is thinking about the future of our products and what can we do maybe 3-5 years out, not tied to any product team. So really just coming up with ideas and prototyping and seeing how far we can take it.
Yeah. We've made XD exactly for you, I feel like. Which is
great, yeah.
It's great. And I'm Talin Wadsworth, and I'm the lead designer for Adobe XD. And we're going to spend the next 2 hours here talking about XD. We're going to be designing some stuff, designing maybe some new features for XD. We've got some prototypes to share already that we've been creating, imagining brand new exciting features for Adobe XD here live on the stream. So if you got any questions about Adobe XD, you got any questions about Adobe Design, which is the bigger group of designers and just really cool creatives that are here at Adobe that Danielle and I are a part of as well, you can ask us about that. Talk about design process, inspiration, anything like that, just let us know. Yeah, so let's dive into it. How's the chat doing today? We have Tim back as well. Nice. Cyril, yesterday. Hey, Cyril. It's great to see you. Vicky, thanks for joining us. Greg, again, today. How are you guys doing? You guys ready to design some new things? I think we have a new... I didn't ask Michael what the theme was for today. But I think, as always, on our segment, we're going to be... you're going to be designing along with us for a chance to win 1 year of Creative Cloud. All right, so today, the theme of today, so if you're going to be designing along at home with us, Dansky's here too. Dan White's as well. Hey Dan, what's going on? So today's theme is entertainment. So if you want to design along at home with us, download and install Adobe XD and design an experience. It's got to be at least 3 screens. And use the prototype viewer to sort of string those together. Then share that link via XD, generate that link there inside of XD, and then paste it here in the chat. And our Adobe Live team is going to be keeping track of that, and then Danielle and I will review that, and then we'll give them a quick critique at the end, and we're going to give away a 1 year Creative Cloud subscription. Yeah,
and we'll take a look at it throughout the stream, sort of what you guys are sending in. So anytime now, like just start sending them in, and then at the very end, we'll pick a winner.
There were some good ones yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They missed it. I mean, there of course we had a lot of we had the meme-tastic cat, the lolcat app, which was great. But the winner had this really great checkout process, like this whole like menu browsing, and you could choose the different like sizes like of portions that you wanted, and then once you chose everything, then the cart was there waiting for you to check out. It was really thorough, like really great. Alex and I were both like, all right, that's good. Sounds really good. So, awesome. Yeah, really, really awesome. Can't wait to see what you guys come up with today. So, all right. So Danielle had to leave us a little early yesterday, but before then, she had been working on a really amazing concept for Adobe XD, and it's been really cool to see how this has been morphing and changing. So give us a rundown.
I'll maybe run through what we ended up with as of yesterday and where that left off, and then I might run through what you guys what you and Alex went through yesterday, because I did have some inspiration from that to maybe build off of for today, like kind of continue the thoughts around there. That's how these things happen. This is the exciting part of the stream, is actually is to see this stuff develop and see new ideas be sparked. All right, so walk us through your project that you started designing here. Yeah, so yesterday where we left off, and I've done some iterations since then, but this is fully from yesterday, was starting with your design. You can select it, you start to get these nodes that you can basically continue that train of thought and sort of start to build out a little like mind node type of thing when you're thinking through your artboards. And then if you want to select in one of your artboards and you're like, oh, I have this other iteration of it I might want to test out, you can basically branch and start to pivot off of that moment. And then you can continue your designs. And so I walk through a whole thing in here, and I will continue that flow with my updated designs. But one thing I did take a look at, and I was getting feedback yesterday around some of the designs we had, which was great. And like even people like internally here were giving some feedback on it. And so a lot of it was, some of it was around like having these nodes still exist when after you've continued making it. So
so you've got you've got your visual version. So you've got basically this timeline and this branching tree of design decisions that you're making while you're designing. And then you can sort of expand on those ideas or collapse them. Through the nodes. All right. So what are you?
And so today, basically, I went through and just kind of cleaned that up a little bit. So once you select the first one, when you go to add it, there isn't that marker right there, just because you're not really doing anything with it other than collapsing. And so as you go along, the same sort of flow here, you want to branch off into another idea or continue your design down here. When you do want to collapse one, when you hover, basically,
then
when
it shows
you'll
up.
see basically that little node, just because it's pretty drastic. It's pretty noisy, like visually before.
For sure.
So just kind of clean that up. So when you hover, if you were to click on it, that's when it collapses. And then you can see the whole thread that you really want or you're focusing on, but you still have that information there, so you can expand. And then we also talked about yesterday maybe selecting an artboard and what would it look like when you drag images onto that node. And so when we dropped these images onto it, basically it would place them all. It would also give you and look at your images and give you a color theme based off of all the photos that you drop in. And then if you were to add a fourth image or another image here, it would just recalculate. It would also change the color theme accordingly. And so basically just sort of give you some new ideas, kind of mood board-esque. And then you can basically use this as a repository to start dragging and dropping content onto your actual boards. Yeah,
and that was the idea that I think really started sparking some really fascinating sort of concepts. And I think that's where like you had to go and then like Alex picked up. But like this is the really exciting part to me about being able to design and prototype like within the same app and just being able to sort of follow these threads and inspiration as it arises. So rather than having to design in one app and prototype in another app, right? And then if I want to make a change, I got to go back to the design and update that and then re-import sometimes, right? Having this all together in one just means that we can just keep following these threads, you know? Yeah, and I think there's like a good question on the chat, like what if one artboard is deleted? And I think that's something we started to think about as well, is like how do you adjust these nodes? Like can you move them around and relink them somewhere else? If you delete them, should you be deleting like removing the connections, or are the connections just morphing? Right. So you're just sort of merging. I think that's most likely they would merge. I think so. Sort of the idea. I don't know, Alexi, what do you think would happen? That's a good question for everyone. Expected behavior. Cyril had kind of a UX design question, but converting a design into a web page. So yesterday it depends on what your goal is. If you want like a working web page, then there's going to be some translation into code. And definitely you can export your assets out of XD right now and then place those in your code. Or if you just wanted to do, I've seen people use XD to just do kind of a one sheet, like web page, right? And then it's just add a link and you can just go there and have all the information displayed. That's really simple to do. So. Yeah, and for people who are confused on the chat, I see there's a little confusion as to like, how do you actually do that? Yeah, this is a prototype, or just like we're just in XD basically trying to figure out what is a future potential idea of a feature for XD. So it's very, I can see the inception can be confusing. It's really weird. It's really weird. And sorry we didn't set that up a little more. We're just so excited to get back into it. So Jeanette and everyone else who's new to the stream today, what we've been doing is and being designers here at Adobe, we like to kind of dream up new tools, new feature ideas for tools like XD. And of course I'm also, like I also have, I'm a little biased. I'm the lead designer for XD. So I want to be able to kind of dream big and sort of, look at some of the features that have been requested in our user voice forum. So if there's a feature that you want to see in XD, you can go to adobexd.uservoice.com and you can suggest a new feature and people can go there and upvote it or downvote it, and that actually helps us guide our roadmap. And so Danielle and I were inspired by some things that we saw on the user voice forum. And so now we're kind of designing those features in real time and kind of seeing where inspiration takes us. Yeah. So this visual versioning concept that Danielle's been working on, Again, this is just us kind of dreaming and thinking about things that designers naturally do. You know, when you're working on a design and you're trying to make it better, you're constantly sort of copying and pasting and changing a little thing and then copying and pasting and maybe changing a little more and trying out new ideas. And we thought, wouldn't it be cool if all those ideas stayed connected? Right? They stayed connected. You could actually see this sort of like family tree of like design decisions. And that was kind of inspired by one of our demos last week at Adobe Max, the Adobe Sensei demo.
Yeah.
Yes, where you could actually traverse back through time and see your design evolve through all the little decisions that you made. So that's what we're up to. And then what was cool yesterday was that Danielle had to leave a little early, so we called in.
That was cool.
Yeah.
No.
That's not exactly. But
yeah, Alex came
that
in
we
yesterday.
got some fresh eyes on this. Again, everybody's been giving us feedback. Alex Pterik, our colleague and actually designer on my team on Adobe XD, he jumped in and he was inspired by what Danielle was doing, and he came up with a completely different design as well.
So let's take a look at that. Yeah, because that actually leads into...
Yeah, that's right, Dan. Fake it till you make it. That's our goal, right? We just want this to feel as real as possible so we can get some user feedback
as quickly as possible, because we're just doing this, I mean, totally on the fly over these 3 days, just to kind of see where we can go and like kind of dream as big as we can, because like there's no pressure on what we're doing right now, but it could spark some really great ideas that we could actually potentially implement or inspire something else.
In fact, something that Danielle and I did last time has already found its way into my daily work lately on Adobe XD. It's actually been folded into this big new thing that we've been working on. So this is a really fun opportunity to be able to share ideas and get that feedback. Jeanette, it's great to see that you love XD, and if you're using XD, you're a designer. That's the kind of goal I think with XD, and you'll see. Yesterday we talked a little bit about kind of the new look and feel of all the apps that Adobe announced last week. And I think the goal is to make them more approachable, to make them more accessible, but still very powerful. So people could do, if they want to do wireframing, if they want to do really high fidelity designs, if they want to make a much more in-depth interactive prototype, you can do that. Or you can just get something up and going very quickly. Again, XD is very flexible, and I think we put a lot of thought and a lot of hard work into being able to do that. So, yeah. So cool. So show us what Alex ended up with yesterday. This was kind of
I took a look at this afterwards and was really interested. So basically, I think he left off. Well, where we left off was dropping those images in, creating a color scheme, based off of it. And so I think he was taking the whole color themes to another level of basically having this artboard and taking a piece of artwork with a whole different color palette, and basically dragging it directly into a section
the assets
of global
panel.
themes.
The assets
in
panel.
Your assets panel, where you already have some colors, but having a global theme, and then when you drop those in, basically getting a palette accordingly based off that image, and also right away seeing the result.
Seeing it retheme your design.
Yeah, which is really cool. Yeah, and you went through, so if you did have another theme, you could just quickly sort of see back and forth.
Yeah, one of my favorite features inside of Illustrator is called Replace Color. And it was so useful in my process because I would go to color.adobe.com and I would use images and I would generate a bunch of color themes very quickly. And then I would download them to my desktop. And then I would open up Illustrator, and then I would take my design and I would replace color using these new color palettes I had imported. And of course, with Creative Cloud libraries, that's much easier today than it was back when I was doing that in my old job, in my old life. But I've always loved that feature because it just allows me to see my design in new ways and really push the boundaries because sometimes my brain gets so locked in to like the thing I'm working on right now that it's really hard to make a big change, to maybe see an unexpected result that might lead me to something better in the end. And so having features like the auto generation of color palettes, or keeping your mood board and your content connected directly to your design, or even seeing that tree of that thread of ideas and not worrying, like always knowing you can always get back to that last thing that you were doing, just kind of takes the training wheels off. Just feels like you can really just like see your design from a new perspective, and I think that just makes your design better. So.
Well, it's like when you get very full onto, like, you're focused on a design, and then you can quickly see some inspiration of just like switching it up and seeing some other colors or some other fonts or whatever it is, but directly on what you have already is really powerful. Plus, I think Alex, his case yesterday was saying a lot of times like a client will come back to you and say, but what if this was different colors, right? Or something like that, and you have to do a full-fledged thing.
You have to go in there and change every little object one at a time. Yeah. We got a couple questions in the chat. Eric, are there any animations in Adobe Animate that could be used in XD? HTML. So Eric, not yet, and XD has just a little more work to do to support, like animations or video or GIFs and stuff like that, and that's hopefully we'll have that very soon, and then be able to bring in, say, a clip from After Effects. Those are all things that the team is actively working on right now, and I know things that I want to see inside of XD. So Jeanette, is there a reason? So radial gradients, is there a reason behind having no radial gradient? No real reason other than when building a tool from scratch, every little feature is definitely we're sort of slowly layering them in there, and of course maybe even rethinking them, maybe how they've been done in the tool to do them a better way, maybe a smarter or faster way. And so all those details we think about, and radial gradients will be coming very soon, I'm happy to announce, in the next few months for sure. So, yep.
A lot of people have been asking about gradients recently.
Yeah. Gradients, because gradients all over. I just downloaded the new Hulu app. Have you seen gradients all over the place? Yeah. So gradients are hot.
It's all over the place.
I mean, look at like my desktop, right? Our own Adobe,
our XD,
our own Adobe design team. Yes. So, yes, gradients, the new hotness. So, yeah. So that's what we're doing. So today, where do we want to take this today?
Well, so one thing I was thinking about from where you guys left off yesterday with this color themes is it's great to see just like everything changing, like so drastically, but I also so looking at the prototype and where we left off, I put in some like sample content that we had from the Flexi app to just sort of also help our story as we're building off of it today. Like I normally, like the next step I would do in some of the earlier low fidelity pieces is really go through with like a specific use case or a specific sample to make sure the story makes sense, or how would I actually build that out. But sort of continuing off of where we are right now, I was thinking, okay, so I have like this direction where I could use photos more of like workout photos, or in the top here going more with like food photos. But the thing I found with these that I had brought in from the Flexi app source file was the color scheme doesn't quite seem right to the rest of what I have here with all these like blues and reds and purple tones. And so the thing though with where you guys left off yesterday of doing the global across is that when you have photos like with food, like food should be a certain color. So it's like if I were to change all of that in the same way that you guys did yesterday, it might look odd to see like pink broccoli or like purple broccoli, right? So thinking maybe there's a way to explore if I were able to have basically if I add another node here and basically were to change this color scheme to the one that I want. So maybe I do have that global one. But it could basically maybe look for photos for me within that scheme. Like look within Adobe Stock, find photos that are the scheme that I want, and then I could replace easily.
Replace those. Oh, that's an
interesting way to kind of
like using like kind of branching, like following that thread. It's like, okay, here's the color palette I have, but if I start tweaking these or I start using a different thing to start generate more like that. Very Adobe Sensei. I think that there's a
theme here.
There's a theme here. Yes. All right. Okay. So what's your next steps here? So we've gotten pretty high fidelity here, and we want to make sure that everything's sort of making sense. Like in our story, because we want people to kind of go along on this journey with us, and so we want to make sure that if they're looking at the prototype, it feels real, where they don't feel like they're not going to be distracted by anything maybe that we're missing. So this is looking pretty good. So what's your next step from here then?
Yeah, so I think from here I'm going to continue off of, so we had sort of lower fidelity, right? We don't actually have designs in this piece yet, but it sort of tells that larger story concept of where we were exploring with all the nodes. I think today, just sort of continuing off of here and saying, okay, I now have a bit of a sense of the actual story I was trying to tell with the designs, and now I can see a case where, oh, like these colors just don't fit with the rest of my application. So I'm gonna just continue designing off of that and see where we can go with trying to include some of the global colors.
The global, yeah. All right, excellent. Well, cool. Well, while Danielle's getting all set up here, we can check out some prototypes. If you've got some links, I go see if our intrepid team here has some updates to our Google Doc. Go over here to day 3. So we do have one. Looks like. All right. So so all the all right. So I'll make sure we go through all of these. So we've got a few here to start off with. So I'm gonna go check out this one from John. Oh, classic arcade. Very nice. Insert quarter to play. Oh, you just like hitting like all the nostalgia, just the feels, the nostalgic feels just washing over me with all of these. Of course, we have to have the sound on. Oh, exit. All right. Oh, excellent. Cool. Looking great, John. I mean, you're hitting like all, like I'm in love with this already. Just seeing all these great titles. Joust. I played Joust way too much. I don't even like the very simple game too. But John, what you should do, I think, while you've got this open, go to this artboard if you're still on the stream and just drag it down a little bit, and it will automatically make it a scrollable artboard. So then we can go see what game is hiding down here below the fold, as it were. Very nice, John. Let's go see MG. Let's go see what MG's got going on. All right. Sign in. Oh, we've got some food from yesterday. Still nice though, MG. But today's theme is entertainment, so maybe go in there and swap this around. Maybe put some movies in here. We'll see a movie app. I like to go. I haven't seen a movie in a while. You seen any good movies?
I watched Wonder Woman recently.
Oh, was that good? I haven't seen that yet. I need to see that.
I liked it.
Yeah, looks like a lot of fun.
I'm into all those superhero and all those comic movies.
I'm really excited for the new Thor movie, I gotta say.
Yes.
It looks awesome. All right, let's see. This is from Vicky. Let's go check out Vicky. Background life. Here we go. We're gonna log in. Very nice. Let's go check it out. Maybe this is a photo app. Oh, this. So we could look for some photos. We could download some images. Very nice. Oh, we got some search. Let's go search. Oh, look at some results here. Some very nice images. I wonder if they don't have the Adobe stock thing, so they're not from stock, but yeah, very nice. Very nice, Vicky. Looking good. I like the photos here. Again, similar to like John, just go there and just stretch that artboard, select it, and just drag it down, and it'll automatically make it a scrollable artboard. Then that app will start feeling even more, a little more real, a little more engaging. Kind of kick it up a notch. So let's go see Cyril. Another, just kicking out the prototypes. Let's go check it out. Look careful for all the clickable things. Okay, so we've got a cart, we've got a playlist. Let's get started here. Listen and create music, all in the same app. Very nice. Oh, yep. See, you got some scrolling. Nice. Very nice. You've already got some saved tracks here. Let's go in here. Oh, we got the playlist.
Are your kids into any of those movies?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
My daughter is obsessed with Moana.
I mean, which kid isn't at the moment right now?
It's been like I do kind of blame myself. We went on a trip, and this is before the movie was out, and I loved the music so much that I think we listened to the music throughout the whole trip. So I think I kind of had maybe a little bit to do with it, but it's really great movie. Oh, here's where we are. Let's see. Oh, there's got lots of options going on here. So this is like the home, and I have the cart. So I have I'm actually buying a piano and a bass guitar here. Check it out here. I want to go on the guitar. Let's go see what the guitar does. All my instruments. Oh, look at that! And I can actually go and actually use the app to make some music here. Very nice. And I actually changed rotation. That's the first time. I mean, it's weird, but like I haven't seen that done. It actually worked out pretty well.
they
changed orientation. Yeah, kind of changed orientation.
We haven't seen any.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty new. That's nice. Oh, then switch it back. All right. That's, you know what, that makes me think. I think maybe that would be something for us to look at, like how to make that transition much more. Yeah, much better. I think I'll have to look into that. Nice, very nice, Cyril. Looking good.
Transition, yeah, the whole animation or something.
All right, Nicola. Check out the concert finder. Oh, very nice. Find a concert. Oh, I was so sad. I just missed a concert that I actually had tickets to. I had to give them up because we were at Max.
Oh, I think I saw your message. Yeah,
Iron and Wine.
Bummer.
It wasn't a great concert. I'm really sad I missed it. Oh, look at that. Oh, New Yorkers. Very nice. All the great shows are in New York. Let's go see what's there. The black.
I like the map. That's
the map is nice. Good color theme. Are you using global colors for this one? If Nicola, if you're on the chat, let us know. Are you using global colors for your color themes? Good to know. Go back to cities. Oh, we can browse different cities. Oh no, San Francisco is not browsable. Bonus points if San Francisco is browsable. Very nice.
Throwing your biases out there.
No. See, you gotta connect with your users. You gotta connect with those testers. They really gotta be into it, and yeah, it'd be pretty awesome to go check out concerts in San Francisco. Yeah. Nice. That's looking great, everyone. Very nice. All right, keep those coming in. And if you have any questions, if you're just downloading XD for the first time, go check out the sample file. Start there. You can kind of learn the basics. A great way to kind of get going, learn all those basics inside of XD. If you have any questions, though, let us know. Eric, so when might we see the next XD update? We have some stuff cooking right now, and again, the team is really working hard on delivering new features as often as we can. So there should be some updates, hopefully, coming very soon. So, yeah.
Always,
it's the end of October. We're starting a new month. There might be something planned coming around very soon. So, yeah. So, Maurice Lofton, I haven't seen anyone do a smartwatch design UI. That's a really good point. I don't think I've seen a prototype for a watch app.
If you guys, the concert one by Nicole? She's saying, zoom the map. Can you zoom the map?
You can zoom the map?
I don't know.
I didn't see.
I don't know. She says zoom the map.
Let's go check it out. Okay.
Sneezy Maps and Adobe Cooler. That's what she says.
Oh,
nice.
Slick.
Thank you. I like that.
Slick.
A little zoom in there.
Very nice.
Cool.
That's very nice. That's a nice addition.
That's a nice. Yeah.
Seeing that stateful change in the same screen, really nice. Really nice.
Cool.
Very cool. Yeah, actually, if you download, I think it's the new iOS 11 kit, I think there's some watch templates in there. So if you follow in the app, it'll lead you over to Apple's site, and you actually download the XD file with all the iOS 11 components. So if anyone's feeling ambitious and wants to take on the challenge here on the stream today, go maybe design a watch. Maybe for finding concerts near you. I don't know, it could be a lot of cool things with the watch.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You can zoom out too.
Yep.
This is what you get for telling people that there might be something coming. They're like, throw us.
I know. I wish I could. I actually don't have like those. It would be too. I don't have those builds on my machine right now. But there are. Yeah. We are like. There's some stuff coming. I hope in the next few months. Like layout grids, layout guides are coming. That. Radial gradients being worked on. What else? I'm completely blanking. But those are two that are definitely getting close. So hopefully soon on all those, because I want to use all those as well. Yeah. I'm happy to report though the underlined text.
That's in.
I believe it is. Let me
go small wins.
It's so crazy.
Changes everything.
I know it's so. Nope, not yet. Oh. Soon. That will be very soon. I can tell you that's coming very soon. It's crazy how like when you're building an app from scratch, like and you're just starting fresh, like how even like the simplest things they end up being more complicated than you think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I feel like there's so many things that are just somewhat standard to what people expect, but also every time you want to add one of those features, you have to rethink, is this the way we want to do it for our application, or is there a better way to do it? And so it takes so much time to actually add any piece, because you want to make sure that everything you're adding is going to be done well, and to the same theme of how you're building out this application.
Yeah, that's tricky. Throw us a ruler. Oh, that's Nick and Ian. I just heard we got a little note here from Chris. Actually, they were looking for a lorem ipsum generator, and I don't know if Nick and Ian saw a sneak that my amazingly talented colleague Anirudh Saskumar gave a year or two ago. We sort of snuck a feature that hasn't quite made it in yet, where you could actually go out and rather than using lorem ipsum, actually just pull from a live source on the web.
I think I remember.
So yes, so maybe if the team can find it, it's archived on YouTube. So it's from Max from a couple years ago.
I think someone
designing
might
with data.
On User Voice. I think also if you are interested in that, give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, and this one I don't know where it is, but at South by Southwest I gave an update to that where I actually showed connecting my design to my Instagram feed. And actually, then we used my Instagram images to like give a design, and then I took a picture of the audience and posted it to my Instagram account, and my design updated with that new image.
Nice.
That was pretty sweet. We're gonna find a way to get that in. So
you have to, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. So layout grids, Dan. Yes. Dan, everybody though, if you're kind of impatient for layout grids, Dan had a great little tutorial video on showing off how he's making layout grids in XD, which was when I met him for the first time at Max. We kind of geeked out a little bit because I had been doing the exact same thing that Dan did in his video. So go check out Dan.
He has a great solution
on YouTube. Yeah, we posted that the other day. I thought that was a really awesome solution.
Yeah.
And actually, I can say it has been the inspiration for what we've been up to with layout grids. So it might be some
really excited
some
to
things you might see.
Layout grid stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, that was such a good sneak. Tim, thanks for finding that. That's a great one. So.
Oh, design with data. Yeah.
The R word is still a thing. Actually,
every day.
I did have an idea for rulers the other day. So while you're doing that, and maybe as we're talking, if I'm absentmindedly doing something.
Yeah. Here, why don't I'll show where I am
let's see where you're at.
You pull that up,
Yep.
and then I'll keep working on this. So when I throw this up. So have basically when I select this bucket here, I'm getting the node again, but basically, and every time you click on it, right, it's duplicating a piece of work with something we had talked about. So if it duplicates this bucket, then if I were to pull over and go into my assets and have this global theme of the colors that I have throughout the rest of my application, the next thing I'm working on is, okay, if I were to just drag this over to these colors that I have here, if it will then look for images of, so it'll do a search of like, this is all like healthy food. If it'll look for healthy food that's within the color scheme that I want, and then I could use that.
That's really cool. Okay, now that's very nice. Look at that. Oh, my kids are FaceTiming me right now. Should we say hi to them?
Yes, we absolutely
live.
should.
We have FaceTiming and streaming. Let's see if it does it.
My team's gonna be so mad. They threatened to. Oh my gosh.
Hi, girls. Hi. This is Danielle. Just say hi to Danielle.
Hi.
We were just streaming here live. There's my baby.
So
I know. Look, I don't know if you guys can see them. There's my babies.
Amazing.
Everybody on the chat says hello, babies.
They say hi, kids.
There they are. Look at that. This is this crazy world we live in. Hi.
Aww.
All right. I love you, girls. Bye.
Bye. They're adorable.
Those are fun moments. Look at that.
No, my team is going to be very upset because they have when they found out that I was going to be on the live stream the first time around, they kept talking about how they were going to FaceTime me in the middle to throw things off, and they were like, "Oh, you definitely have. If we FaceTime you, like you have to answer." I was like, "I won't answer in the middle of a live stream." But look at you, you can
challenge accepted.
Your kids are cute.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, anything about my coworkers, but they wouldn't be like doing nice things on this FaceTime.
Yeah, it's fun when kids interrupt, you know, like whenever I'm sort of taking a meeting at home and like in
everybody loves
like,
babies, they're so cute.
Or cats too.
That's true, yeah. Oh, I should get someone to FaceTime from home with
there you go, there with the cats.
To one up you. Because that's necessary.
Yes, of course. I really like where you're headed here with that.
Yeah, I have basically, so I'm selected this global theme, and now I'm just sort of working on, okay, if I'm going to drag this thing out, so I'm just going to sort of start duplicating some of these assets here so that I can drag them over. Maybe I'll do a new container. You look for your. Oh, you did something.
I'm actually like designing like the rulers. Because you know Tim has been hanging out with us all week, and I had this idea the other day. So I've got something that I've been thinking about. So I'm gonna design this while you're doing that. I'm just gonna be absent-mindedly doing this. No promises. I don't know how far I get with this, but we're gonna see what everybody thinks about this one. All right, so you're gonna drag over your color palettes?
Yep, I'm gonna drag them onto the duplicated theme that I have here, and then have it search in Adobe Stock for any images that are around like health food as well, but specific to this global theme.
Nice.
So I'm gonna work on that.
So you guys, let's see. Let's see what's going on with the chat. So Helen, this is our last stream for this week. So yeah, so we're here talking about XD, UX design. So the next streams are going to be coming up in the coming weeks, and I'm not entirely sure what Michael and Paul and Rufus and the crew have in mind for those, but I expect in the next little while we'd probably hear more from illustrators like Rob Zilla. He's always a frequent collaborator and guest, and so definitely be tuning in to b.net/live on Behance, and I'm sure they'll have something about the upcoming schedules up soon. So
yeah, time flies.
It does.
This is our third day.
I know, it's crazy. I think, Drew, you are right. Yep. Let's see. So on the 31st and November, so 31st, 1st, and 2nd, it's graphic design and packaging with Adobe Dimension. That's awesome.
Oh, nice.
So, all right, so graphic designers who focus on packaging design, they're going to work on an entire brand concept that also includes packaging. So that's super exciting. So formerly Project Felix, now Adobe Dimensions, and it's 1.0 release. They're going to be talking dimensions all week. That's super exciting. That work is amazing. I can't wait to see what people come up with Adobe Dimensions. So there you go, Helen. That is the next stream next week. That's right. I forgot that Michael said this is going to be a weekly thing. You guys are going to be able to come to Behance and actually see like amazing creatives, designers, illustrators just making really cool work live and kind of learn about their process. So Dan was asking, what's the font used in the Adobe XD UI itself? So right now, we actually are using the system fonts on both Mac and Windows. But you'll notice in some of the newer apps, we're actually going to slowly migrate over to using our typeface, Adobe Clean. And you'll see that all over the web, and a lot of the, I think the new Lightroom has Adobe Clean in the UI. So yep. So Greg, I don't know exactly, but I'm sure there will be some illustration streams because I think that there's definitely go check out the schedule. Is there a schedule up on Behance? Yeah, I think we'll get that posted. I think there is a schedule for some upcoming streams, so you guys should go check it out. So yes, Dimension without the S, Tim. Thanks for pointing that out. Yep.
Adobe Dimension had a great presentation at Max with their demo.
They did.
And all the new sort of, I mean, the texturing that they have, and just being able to like move and change all of your lighting and everything like that. I'm excited to. I haven't actually tested out the demo or like the build that I have on my computer.
I'm gonna tune in next week. So hey, well, if you guys are joining us here today, I'm Talin Wadsworth. This is Danielle Morimoto, and we are designers here at Adobe. Danielle works on Project 1324, which is an amazing initiative, getting kind of younger creatives engaged and just generating lots of cool like videos and having different challenges. And then I'm the lead designer for Adobe XD, and here we are designing today. We're actually designing a brand new feature for Adobe XD live on the stream, and we've been coming up with some cool concepts. You can actually check it out. We've been sharing these prototypes out with everyone on the stream, so you guys can go check it out and give us feedback as we're designing it. We're just designing and testing in real time. And also, if you're interested, we are having a little competition. If you go and download Adobe XD and you build a at least three screen prototype using Adobe XD, and you make those interactive, and then you publish that online and share the link here in the chat, we are going to critique it at the end and give away a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription. So today's theme, this is important. So whatever app you design's gotta follow this theme. And today's theme is entertainment. So if you guys want to make an entertainment-focused themed app and share it with us here on the stream, you'll have a chance to win a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription. So.
Yeah, and let's take a look. I have some of this hooked up, just to see how it's working, and just test it, and then I can keep going.
All right.
And then I will update the link. It might be a different link today because I do have a day 3 file here, but we can send that out.
If it came from this, I actually think it updates to the same link, even if it's like a new file.
It'd be the same.
Pretty sure.
We'll
check it. I know it's crazy.
We'll find out. We will find out soon.
Yeah.
So I'm selecting this bucket with all my photos, duplicating it, and then opening up my global sort of assets that I have here. And I have the global themes that have all the colors across the rest of my design. And I'm trying to basically, do I have hooked up? I do.
Yeah.
Basically selecting and dragging out this color theme that I have, and then dragging it over to this color palette. And then it's going to change, but I'm also going to
change the images.
Change all the images so that it searches through
That's gonna
photos.
be cool. That's gonna be cool.
So that's what I'm in.
John, way to go! He updated his arcade classic. Let's go. Actually, take a sec here while Danielle does that, and let's go refresh and check out John's arcade classic. Oh, I think maybe John, maybe send me a new link. Looks like that link was not working. Let me go click on it one more time. Let's see if we can reload it here. There it is. All right. So here we are. This is John's arcade classics. Very nostalgic. I like it. So we're gonna insert quarter to play. Oh, look at that. And he updated it to add scrolling now. Now we can see all the great games. Oh, I think it was Defender maybe hiding down there, but now Defender's up here. We've got Joust, Moon Patrol, Miss Pac-Man. I'll play all of those. All right. Let's go see. Turn the sound on. We go back. All right. So John, if you're ready for the next challenge, you can go and let's go dive in and let's see the UI for playing one of those games. Yeah, looking pretty good, man. Keep it up. All right. So yeah, how's our Vicky? Vicky's up very early over there in I think Vicky, I saw you're in India. Yeah. So fun. So I think with the 1.0 release, you might be able to try it just a little bit longer. But go check it out. So let's go see. So Adam has a question. With layout grids, responsiveness will become a little more automated in XD. We're definitely exploring ways in which like layout grid could be the foundation to sort of define those responsive rules. But we're gonna be kind of layering in these features over time and figuring out how these all fit together. So that's not a bad idea though. I think there might be something to that. So and Sensei is everywhere. So Sensei integration, that's a little more long-term vision work, kind of across the whole company. But they showed off a really cool demo last week. And so I think we're all very eager to start seeing some of that kind of come into the app. Actually, if you check out, I think Lightroom search is like the first Adobe Sensei. If you use the new search in Lightroom CC, you'll see a little Adobe Sensei magic going on there. So
they do have some going on.
All right, Nicole's sharing. Nicole, we'll go check that out right now.
Yes.
Look at that, in just in like real time, it's there. Oh, here, let's go down. We have a few more. So I think we looked at Nicola's. Let's go check out Oscar. Oscar, back again today. Oh yes, there we go. Thor. That's exactly. That's movies.
I feel like they're listening to everything you say and doing everything you want. You have too much power in this position.
With great power comes great responsibility, though. So
don't let Talin boss you around.
Very nice. Oh, oh boy. I don't know if I'm prepared to see that. Nice. Oh, look at that. We've got some.
Nice. I like the blur and the too.
Oh, and click on Logan. Here we can see the score, like that's going on. Like, you can see the poster. We can go view the trailer. Go. Oh, look at that, and we'll book some tickets.
Specifically Thor. Like, I don't know. Again.
Just there. Look, there it is. Okay, I clicked on Thor. There's Thor. There we go.
Nice.
Now those trailers are killing me. I gotta go see this movie as soon as possible. It doesn't come out here till like next week. It's already out in Australia. I'm very yeah. So, all right. But see, we booked our tickets, so we're ready. That was great. I like the background blur. The background blur is very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. Check out the top films. Oh, look. There's it right there. I like how you're kind of getting over, like we gave Alex a little hard time yesterday because secretly Alex is the designer for scrolling. He's working on it right now. But horizontal scrolling, definitely something I think we're all missing. But I like Oscar, how you're kind of, how you're kind of getting around that. It's really nice. Oh, look, and here's its detail screen. Very nice. So I'm assuming in this, like he's doing kind of exactly this thing that we were doing in your prototype, which is copy paste and just replace all the content. Very cool. Nice. Very nice. Oh, and here's some favorites. Oh, there's Moonlight. Click on Moonlight. Oh wow, this one's really in depth. This is looking great. Very nice. Go back to favorites. There we go. Thor. Very cool. Very cool. Nice job, Oscar. All right, what else we got? Matthias. Let's go. Matthias. Hooked. Hunt or be hunted.
Ooh.
Oh, is this like the greatest game kind of thing?
Swim faster than before.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna sign up. I don't know what what is it bad if I
swim?
Is it bad if I can't swim? Oh, that's probably really bad. Read the agreement. What's the agreement? I gotta know. I've already checked it. I don't know what I'm agreeing to here. Sign up. Thank you. We'll be in contact if you are selected. Oh, I don't know if I'm picking up that. I'm not sure. I think I know what that was for. Oh boy. Okay. Getting Shark Week started a little early. Very nice. Really nice, Matthias. All right, Nicole, she's joining us here. So yeah, let's go check out hers. We're gonna book an event. Let's put in our email and password. So the event book. All right. So we have, let's see, some sports events. Nicole, are you in Portland? I always assume that if people are like they choose like a team, they choose the hometown team.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Blazers versus the Clippers. I think they're gonna take the Clippers. Let's go check out some tickets. Definitely cheaper than a Warriors ticket. Yeah, definitely cheaper than the Warriors tickets right now. Let's go see concerts. Very nice. I like Coldplay. Let's go see Coldplay. See their info. Very, very good. Wow, this has got a lot of stuff on it. Is there no Depeche Mode? Just the Coldplay one. Nice. Oh, and then we can log out. Nice. Very nice. Kind of full circle. Very nice. So Tim said you might want to click through all the screens by Matthias. Let me see. Which one was Matthias? Matthias was the Hooked? Oh, there's more. Oh, I was... I don't know if I was... I just like there's a I have a blind spot in my vision that just like it's like an auto filter. But oh, here we go.
Oh wow.
Vote for I don't know. This is hard. This is tough. Oh, and you put Elaine on there? Oh my gosh. Catman. Yes. Oh boy. All right. There's Tim. Tim's in there as well. Everybody's represented.
That's hilarious.
Very nice. So is this voting for who's going to survive the event? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, someone needs to send that to Michael.
Oh, we're gonna looks like we're gonna be voting on Paul. All right, we voted for Paul. We it doesn't mean we don't like Michael. We like Michael, but we can only vote for Paul. We couldn't vote for Michael. So, sorry, Michael. We couldn't vote for you. Very nice.
And that was the last we saw of Talin on the
live
stream.
No. Yep. I won't be back. I booked this crazy event. Somehow they signed me up to it. I don't know.
You're like, oh, Paul was the only option.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Like, yeah, sure it was.
Okay. All right. Nice job, everyone. These are looking great. Good. The style... I think you're using all the features. We've got a lot of depth, a lot of really cool details in all of these. A lot of hidden gems, little Easter eggs, which are always appreciated. We design for the memes. That's what we do. We design for the memes. So.
Yeah, it's nice to also see everyone using all of the scrolling and how quickly people have been coming back when they don't have it. Mm-hmm. Like figuring it out, updating it really quickly, and then sending the links back to us. It's been really nice.
That's really cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to maybe go back to my...
I put my new photos in. I might pop this up really quickly and see how this is looking.
All right, let's check it out.
So, selecting the artboard, or like this little board here, adding the node,
and
then opening up my global themes, and then basically dragging these out and dropping them on top of the color palette, and then seeing that switch right away and search through some images.
There's some Adobe Sensei magic right there.
Some craziness right
yes,
there.
That's really nice.
Why not?
That's really nice.
Thinking it'd be interesting to like move this node as more of a like this or that type of thing. Like if I were to like adjust this so that it was more of like a breaking point like this.
Yeah.
Like could I then go
choose
between one or the other? Yeah, and
like
have
that.
it change this image like
as
an option automatically.
Okay.
Yeah. That might be the next thing.
I think we need to see that. I think that's a really great idea. So Oscar on your app. Let me see. He wanted to see if there's anything we liked.
Oh, things to be changed.
On the movie one. Okay, so let's see. I thought maybe the transitions in this first part, you could do the left to right one like you're doing later. But I do like those transitions. Or you could just do a dissolve. Dissolve might make that one feel a little more natural. So rather than having
the cards,
rather than having the cards, like the cards would just dissolve between the different states. Using a dissolve there might make that one feel a little more natural. But I really like that here. I think that's pretty good. That's still working out pretty well here. And I think what I remember seeing is that you could duplicate. So you've got the full Thor walkthrough. So you've got this page for Thor, plus you've got the booking for Thor. Similar like you've done on the other ones, you could quickly copy and paste this and switch out the details, so I could follow and go book for those different movies. I think the first time I clicked on Logan to book Logan, it took me to Thor. But if you duplicated this and you replaced those images with the Logan content and details, then you'd feel like I could follow any of those trees down and go all the way down through the booking process. So I think that's probably the next steps for Oscars. So, yeah. So if Marty Carr which that's a great name. I really like that name. If you, it was cool if you've missed any of our live streams, they're all archived on YouTube. So if you want to go and see what Danielle and I got up to yesterday, or when see Alex, our other colleagues that have been here with us, you can go check that out. That's all archived on YouTube, and then you can go, see what we did a couple weeks ago, and so that's great. So you can catch us live here on Behance, or you can catch us later on YouTube. So yeah, do you watch any streams, Danielle? Do you have any that you tune in for?
Maybe none that I want to admit to. No. I'm like
Are you just like watching people eat?
It's mainly that's
like a whole subgenre in Korea. I gotta say,
it would be video games.
Yeah,
because I find that they know so many of the tricks, like hidden secret passage. Like if you throw, like if you decide like you're gonna shoot a missile, and then there's a secret door, and then there's a secret passage, and then it's so much faster. Oh my gosh! And I am just like, oh my gosh, I could totally whip everyone's butt if I watch this, but I really shouldn't take the time to do that. But I might have it on in the background when I design sometimes.
I do the same. I really love Overwatch.
Oh, I did know that actually.
Yep. Many people in Adobe Design know of my love for Overwatch, and I have found myself like watching Overwatch streamers a lot.
See, my game, when I was younger, we played CTR, like Crash Team Racing.
Oh, yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, yeah. Yes, and I am obsessed, but I can't find the original. So I have CNK, which is Crash Nitro Kart. I'm about to get really nerdy here. But I watch all of the like videos that they have for that, like the streams that they do, because they show me all of the tricks. And I'm like, yes, I will be a master of this game. Yeah.
I like that.
But I'm still not very good.
So, Tim, I'm going to go open up the Flexi app because I want to show you this concept, run by this concept real quick. I have this really rough concept for arrows. I mean for rulers. Sorry, the R word. The R word. Yes. So let me just go and grab this. Okay, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna copy and paste that, put that on here. Okay, so hang with me, Tim. This is an idea I had for rulers. So we know kind of, you have the rulers that go kind of around your canvas, and like that's helpful, but what you end up with, particularly in an app like Illustrator or XD that has different artboards, is that it's kind of weird. You end up with a lot of guides kind of crossing over like a bunch of artboards, right? Those global artboards. So I was thinking, what if those rulers were actually per artboard? So when you picked up, say maybe selected this button to actually pick up and actually move it. That, and I'm gonna make.
So I have to resize all my boxes.
Oh, you?
I just realized. Well, because I want to move them to the notes, so they're gonna all adjust. I'm thinking that all the images are gonna change from this vertical to a bit more stacked out horizontally, and then that way they can fit on top of each other. But I have to do that now.
So let me draw some lines here. And those gotta be. Pink. Make a global swatch so I can grab that. Boom. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking. Let's group those together, push that there. Okay, wire these up. All right. So this is my quick stab at a rulers concept that I kind of was thinking about. So, all right. So let's say I'm gonna go and I'm gonna select this button, and then what I want to do is make sure it's in the right position, and I don't have to rely on like knowing the coordinates over in the panel there. So I'm just gonna select that object, and when I select that object, the rulers just automatically appear. And maybe they're a little dark. Maybe you should go darken those up a little bit so we can see it, because I think they kind of get washed out here on the stream. So let me go and do that real quick. And luckily these are all in a repeat grid, so I can just do that. But I did not make them symbols, so I've got to go do this one and this one. Okay, let's go check that out again. So I'm here, and when I go and I select something, as I select it, the rulers actually show up on the artboard. So then as I maybe move it around, like I can see the little like number values like pop up like on the arrow as I'm moving that button around. So I'm gonna go and maybe I'll duplicate that again. And then if I now switch back to design mode, I'm gonna take this and let's say I move it up here. So then I move that there, move this one over there. As I start interacting with this, maybe these actually come up like this. And then I can see like a little number here, and this is like 110. Make that the global color. Down here, it's 300 or something like that. I'm totally guessing at these numbers. Don't hold it against me. All right, so then I'll make sure these are wired up. Okay, now let's check that out. Okay, so I select that button, and as I start moving, I start seeing the coordinates actually show up on those contextual rulers. I know.
I like that.
What do you guys think?
Them on artboards.
Yeah, that could be kind of handy.
It's interesting, yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Tim, I gotta get your feedback on that one.
Yeah, he's been
I'm gonna publish it.
for
I gotta publish it. I'm gonna call this project.
Tim's like, so it'll be implemented by Monday. Okay?
Rulers. You.
That's his comment. It's like, great, that works.
Yeah. That's it. Okay, let me save this.
Yeah, so someone asked, so what happens when you resize an artboard? Adam was asking.
Oh, for the rulers.
Yeah, for the rulers. What happens to the rulers when you resize?
I think they would be responsive. Would they grow? Could we do? We can maybe.
Yeah. What would you?
Yeah. What would you expect?
Yeah.
We want to know. What do you guys think would happen? All right. So let me do this. I'm going to create a link to Project Rrrrulers, and I'm gonna copy that link, and I'll go over here to Twitter, and I'll tweet this out. Tim, what's your Twitter handle? Yeah, I gotta mention you in this. You know, Adam, that's a really great suggestion. So if you were to say select your artboard, and you actually scaled it, like what would the resulting like what would happen like to your design? Would you guys like to see it responsively actually like adjust? Is that Do you guys want to have more control over that? Is it doing like 90% the right thing? Okay. Let's see. Did I get it right? Is that? I think that's it. Is that it, Tim? All right, go check that out. I think that made it to the right person. All right.
Looks correct.
All right, go give me your feedback. And that was super quick. That was like, cool. You know, a 5-minute prototype. 5-minute prototypes. There you go. We should copyright that. All right, Danielle, how's your prototype going?
Yeah. So let me bring this up. Just in the moment of you have it duplicated, I'll just sort of cut into this little snippet here. And then I've grabbed the global themes and dragged it over to the color palette and switched that out, so automatically it searches through other healthy food within that color scheme. But now I'm sort of dragging and moving this around, and I think like you have to get this right. Like I don't know what the right feel is of when you would actually disconnect these nodes or not, but assuming you sort of rearrange it and you bring it back around, and it gives you another attachment node that you can basically grab onto. And so now I have this other option, and so I'm thinking if I close and sort of hide this orange one because I actually want this one in here, that maybe it will just grab one of the images automatically.
All right, well, let's see that. That's gonna be awesome. Let's see. So Jeunege, I hope I'm saying that right. Jeunege. Yeah, I think that on my rulers prototype, like how do you make sure that things stay, like the numbers are correct? And I think that what it would do is it would kind of, again, like you basically were pushing the coordinates from the panel directly on canvas, and the coordinates are based on that top left corner of the button. So I think if you're moving around the button and you have it selected, those values would be accurate wherever you kind of moved it. And again, this is just about displaying that information in a much more contextual way. Does that work? Does that make sense? Tim, do you still like the global rulers? Because we could definitely take a stab at that too. You know, we could go back to something a little more like Adobe Illustrator as well. Adam definitely likes the idea of guides and rulers linked to individual artboards. Awesome. Thanks, Adam. I definitely like things that feel a little more contextual, again, because I might have artboards of many different sizes in the same document, and once I do that, and I'll have like, if I had like global guides kind of going and crossing everything, I get pretty busy pretty quick. But if I only saw them when I needed them, yeah, could work. Gus is gonna bring us some waters here. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh, the mini ones.
Yes, mini ones.
2 options. Decisions. Shooting out the big one while you have
big
the
one,
little
small
tiny one.
I like the contrast. And, you know, I like it. Mari Card, thanks for joining us. We always like to talk to designers, whether they're pros or they're brand new. Again, I think one of the reason Danielle, I mean, I don't want to speak for Danielle, but the reason I work here is that I just like making tools. I like making tools for other creatives, whether they're beginners or they know a little bit or they're pros. You know, I want to make a tool to help designers like Mari Carr and Dan and everyone on the stream here to make great stuff. I just want everyone to make cool stuff.
Yeah, I think like for me, I found, and I think a lot of designers here have found, that it's super unique to be able to make creative tools for other creatives. It's just, I haven't found that really in other places that I've been, and I did a lot of like co-ops or internships at other places, and in the time that I was there, I was doing either just like pure like visual graphics or, you know, like web graphics, and it wasn't quite the right thing for me. Or I was working before I did a stint at like Amazon and then a stint at Intuit, and you know, it just wasn't quite right for me to, like, I was like designing, I wasn't necessarily designing people's taxes, like there's things around that, but it just wasn't as exciting as when I came here and I was like making a tool, like a creative tool that then you see someone else's take, like they come in and they make something with what you just made, and that's like something on a totally different level.
Yeah. It really is. It definitely is unique. I mean, you know, I've always kind of felt, I mean, when I was young, I felt like I wasn't as good, whether it was drawing or painting or whatever, as good as what I saw in my head, and so I'd really stopped myself from going further sometimes. And it wasn't until I got into college and I had some really amazing teachers who really helped me develop my skills and really encourage me not to worry about being perfect, and to give me the right tools and help me sort of learn them in a really fast and intuitive way to kind of build on that. Like, those were the people that I really they're my heroes, really.
Yeah.
And so to be able to be in a position where we're designing tools for aspiring creatives and pros, for people who don't consider themselves designers, when I hear people who can pick up those like that, who can pick up XD and use XD to make something interactive, to make something that they feel like they maybe couldn't have done inside of another application, I mean, that's just the best feeling right there. So thanks for joining us. We got all sentimental here. So Mikey was asking, do we have producers on our team? We do. We don't call them producers, even though I like that name a lot better than I think the name we have for them here internally. But yeah, we have they call them program managers here.
Producers. I wasn't actually quite sure what that was.
Yeah, and those are the people who really kind of help bring all the different talents and different skill sets really together in the different groups to achieve an outcome, right? Because this is a really complex problem we're solving. There's a lot of people. So Mikey, we have program managers who are essentially our producers who work with us, and they're really an amazing team. So Irfan was asking.
Quite a few on XD.
We do on our and on
XD.
We are. In fact, I was working with one today to kind of tweak our process a little bit. So very excited for some updates there. Irfan was asking, what is the best way to display or arrange artboards in your document, especially when you have like 100 artboards? Man, that's that's like the age-old question. I'd actually be interested. Would you guys do you want a tool to help you organize, or do you want full control over that organization? Because I know I go back and forth. I appreciate a tool that sometimes kind of cleans up and kind of keeps things nice and tidy for me. But at the same time, I want that freedom to pull things apart and make connections that may not seem like they go together. Let's open up this Flexi app and maybe check it out. So this is a massive file here, and here in this file they do a lot of what I do to organize. I'll start by maybe organizing by device size. So, I might have the designs for the iPhone screen. I might have the designs for the iPad, kind of all in one document. And that's one way that I start by organizing. Another way might be by flows or by sort of those UX flows. So here you can see in the Flexi file, we have like the start screen experience. And then within there, they actually have the iPad app grouped together, the iPad screens grouped together, and they have the iPhone screens grouped together. And they kind of follow that organization kind of on down the line here. Again, because it's a very complex application. They also have a little section here where they're sort of highlighting some of the style components. And again, some of the other sort of mood board ones are kind of organized over here. And I think, whatever makes the most sense, again, to kind of keep you organized or to help you communicate to other designers. That's something that I've been investigating for XD, is like, how do I... when you sometimes open up someone else's file, it's very hard to know how they organize things. But how can XD kind of help you make more sense of what you're doing on Canvas, or how can you say maybe leave some kind of message or instruction to the other people who might be accessing the file? Definitely things we're kind of thinking about. Would love to see. I'm sure everybody on the stream has a way they organize. So Irfan, you might want to also hit up all the pros here on the stream as well. So. Thanks, Nicola. Thanks. We always like seeing what you guys are making with XD, and that's just where it's at. That's really the best thing. So,
do we have some new prototypes to look at?
Yes, let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. So here we are. All right. So Alexander, let's go check out Alex. Oh, maybe, I don't know if that one wasn't. I think that was Juan's. Let's check out Alexander's here first. All right. Text me. Oh, flirt, chat, and meet people around you. Okay, I hope my wife's not watching. All right, so we're gonna sign up. London Girl 87. We're gonna sign up for that. Take a selfie. Hey, look, there's London Girl 87 right there. All right, Cameron, very nice. Okay, oh, hey, Tinder style app, very nice. It's a match. Let's send this fine gentleman a message. All right. Oh, and he left a voice message. Look at that. Oh, this is we've been chatting a little more here since we were last in. All right, very nice. Oh, and you got the keyboard. Very nice. It's always good to pull that from those iOS kits that Apple and everybody's now sort of providing.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got some other favorites though.
A lot of other
playing
people
the
chatting
field,
with, yeah.
playing the field. Very nice. I guess dating is a kind of entertainment. I like it. I like that.
Yeah, it was an interesting take on entertainment.
Oh, Mark though. Maybe we were talking to Ben, but maybe we'll go talk to Mark. Oh, that one went the same place. Very lot. All right. Keep your options open. Very nice. Let me see if I can. I did a workshop at a school called General Assembly, and they wanted to do a Tinder app, and so we created. Is it in here? Oh no. There it was. This is a prototype I did that was a Tinder app for Sith Lords who may be looking for a bounty hunter to track down a smuggler who I heard can make the Kessel run in 12 parsecs. So this was a little prototype that we did. It was super fun, and that one just reminded me of it. So here. Yeah, I maybe try out. That looks like a pretty fearsome bounty hunter. Like that one. What else did I do? I don't know if I ended up going. Yeah. So this was they were all designing like a Tinder style app, and again, I don't have a lot of experience with Tinder, so I had to do something that was a little more neutral. So yeah.
And Nicola said that there's a now for you asked about the San Francisco bonus, and she said Easter egg.
All right, we gotta go check it out. Let's go see it. Let's reload. Close. All right, find a concert. Okay, New York. So there's really the zooming is a very nice touch. I gotta say. Okay, let's go here. Cities. Oh, San Francisco.
Can you click on San Francisco now?
San Francisco nightlife. There is more. Oh, let's go check the map. Oh, it's New York. No, still really nice, Nicola. Thanks for you guys are just like here we are. Like we're the virtual hovering art directors, giving you feedback.
Is he on?
Is he on? I don't think he's on. Let's see.
It feels too designed.
This guy.
Yeah,
Make it more interactive. The 90s called and they want their job shadows back. I like it. I don't love it.
Really nice work, everyone. So keep those rolling in. I think we might. Do we have we looked at ones? We looked at Alexander's. All right. If you guys let us know if you got another one posted up. If you're doing some updates, we're gonna run through all of these again. One more time before we decide to vote on our vote there at the end. So you've got some time. If you're making some last minute updates, we're gonna run through them all again in about 15 minutes or so.
On the third screen, let's try this. Click on the city and type San Francisco and push return.
Okay, let's see.
I'm scared, but excited.
So which one? So
on the third screen. So you're on 9.
Oh, on 9. Okay, let's go back 3.
Just to see.
3.
So
okay.
Type is it? Oh no! Click on the first one. This top one. Oh yeah, San Francisco. There's something happening.
There it is.
There's
oh my gosh.
happening.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay.
How did that happen?
So.
You are
what?
actually typing.
What?
Oh.
Okay, this is
Nice.
This is getting intense.
What a little that is an Easter egg. I would not have.
Yeah,
to,
I did not click on the. Oh, okay. Here we go.
San Francisco, and then hit return.
Turn.
And then that's how you get
Nice.
Very
Look
clever.
at that.
Very
nice. Really make your users feel like it's real typing. I would think about a prototype that accounted for every possible combination of words. That would be crazy. So,
cool. Thanks for making all the updates.
That was awesome.
Cool to see
awesome.
how quickly you're taking our feedback, and then we can take a look at it.
Nick, this he asked about the little character. This is the hovering art director, and you've got to keep an eye out for special events. I know that these are like giveaway only, so keep your eyes peeled. I do know that I think there possibly is.
But only I don't have one of these, but when last week at Adobe Max hosted the live stream with the ADAA winners, the Adobe Design Achievement Award winners, and each of them got one of the hovering directors as a little gift for their time, and I was like, where's my hovering director? No, it was good, but they were really excited about this guy.
I know a guy.
You know,
I know a guy.
Is it you? Are you the person?
No, it's not me.
We'll talk after the show.
All right. Yep. Yeah, really, really nice. Yeah, he's not. He's funny, Tim. He's someone he's lovable.
He's funny,
really
but
lovable.
there is an off button.
There is.
Clearly,
Yes.
he has been off, and then we turn him on only at certain moments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mikey. So Mikey was asking about some different events where you come in and design XD. Actually, Mikey, we do these great events called Creative Jams. And look for one in a city near you, where we do like a one-night event, and people come in and they get together in teams and they take a challenge and they design, sometimes using Adobe XD, sometimes using some of our other apps. Really cool events. I'm sure this little guy might even show up at some of those events. So those are really cool events. Adobe Creative Jams. Look for those, yep, there it is. Gus is on top of it, man. He's got this down. Yeah. Tim said, looks like Tim's got one. He forgot that he was on, and when he walked by, almost fell out of his chair. I could see, like, if you work and it's just you in the office, and then you just like wander in and like someone out of nowhere sort of says something. That'd be kind of freaky. Oh, Mikey's in Cupertino. So check out that site that the Adobe Live team posted, and look for this next event here. They have them here all the time. This is one of the usual spots, you know. So, yeah. So cool. All right, Danielle, how's your? Yeah, let's go check out your prototype.
Forgot that I was working on this. No, like wait a second. Okay, so let's take a look back through and see where I had ended up on here. Okay. So selecting this bucket, copying another node, and then opening up my assets panel. And then there's the global color themes, so I'm going to drag that out and sort of drop it onto this color palette here. And it automatically changes the color palette and also searches for other like food images, but within that color palette.
Yeah.
Because it knows that this one is a copy of that. And then basically was thinking, okay, if you could basically rearrange some of these and move it, and it creates sort of another node that attaches it. And then I can do the hover, although that wasn't attached, so excuse that. But basically, if I hover on here, I have to hook these up. Let me do that really quickly. Let's see, where did I leave?
Hey Munir, thanks for joining us. How's it going? Talin Wadsworth, design lead for Adobe XD.
Danielle Morimoto. I see the hands
senior
slightly in my...
senior designer, lead designer, 1324.
1324.
Project 1324. Yeah. We're designing some new future features for Adobe XD here on the stream. Yes. Because we just like designing new cool stuff for our tools. And we're also checking out some great prototypes made by the stream here in Adobe XD live while we've been here. So we're seeing some more of those, giving away a 1-year Creative Cloud subscription. So yeah, thanks for joining us. Last day of the stream. Nice. All right. Okay. So you get all hooked up?
I did.
Okay.
Yes. And so just finishing that off, so it goes in, change it. I'm dragging it around, sort of rearranging it, and attaching it so that it's sort of the second node is more of like an option between the two. And then if I do decide to hover and close this one off and just sort of hide it at the moment, it will take and select an image from here, which is now that palette that I wanted a bit more.
Does it show which image is selected, like a little check mark or something?
That's going to happen now that you just said that.
Oh,
but no,
see,
no,
look
yeah,
at that.
I will do
Yes,
that now, yeah.
yes. There
That's
you
a
go.
great idea. We'll select it.
Hey, Elizabeth, thanks for joining us. It's like Michelle. Is that Michelle from earlier doing an update? Oh no, a different Michelle. We're gonna check it. We're gonna go check that out right now. Get tickets for your favorite movie. Oh yes, I like. I really need to see a new movie. I gotta go see Blade Runner 2.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got my info in there. Oh, look at that! It's like they just are like predicting every.
This is really weird. Now I'm like creeped out.
All right. Oh, the El Capitan. All right, very nice. Ooh, that looks great. Really good. Buy some tickets. Oh, there's a price range. Oh, this is a swanky joint. Very nice. Oh, I can choose my seat. There it is. I'm gonna choose that one. Oh, very nice. Let's see. I think I'm gonna have to go back one screen. Let's go check it out. Oh. Continue. Blade Runner. Buy tickets. Tickets. Good. I'm gonna go process payment this time. Ah, excellent. Very nice. Oh, look, we've got Moonlight here as well. Kong. Very good. There were some other ones. Oh, I have tickets in my cart. Are like little, very nice. Search. We can go search. Search for Batman if you want. Oh, I think there's also... Oh, there's a little menu. Very nice. There's some really in-depth prototypes today. That looks great. That looks great, Michelle. Excellent. All right. Remember, we're going to run through all of these again here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going through adding some of the check marks throughout earlier in the design as well, so you can see that moment when it switches over. And then we can take a look at it again.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay.
Oh, nice. So you're actually going back and putting it on there too.
Yeah, I'm putting some back just to tell the story a bit better. Instead of just adding it here, it'll be a little bit earlier on as well, so you can see the switch that happens. All right, so it's not quite.
Very nice.
You like that? You like
yes, I do. I do the same.
Seeing the little measurements.
I do.
I love.
I know.
The shortcut.
I do too.
So
I do that same thing all the time.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move. I'm just gonna copy him from over here.
Make it as simple.
He's not as simple. I know.
That's alright.
I heard. Yeah, I heard yesterday that Alex got a little bit of slack for that.
You know, I just.
I dropped it in from. I had a different asset. I swear. The quick and dirty at the moment.
Yes, I know how that is.
Okay.
Shortcuts for measurements. So Danielle is she's selecting anything on her canvas and then she's holding down Option, the Alt key, and when you do that, so when you have something selected and you hold down, Option.
Holding down Option, you start to see
the measurements. So any other object you hover over, it'll show you the measurements from that object.
Yep.
So very cool.
It's very useful.
Greg, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. You were here along with us yesterday, and I think maybe even the first day. So thanks for tuning in. We really like seeing you guys and chatting with you. So, Kelvin, thanks for joining us. No problem. Not too late. We still have got 25 minutes left. So yeah, perfect timing. Yes, actually, we are working on hover and other types of states for prototyping. And Alex, my colleague Alex, who was in here yesterday, he is the prototyping feature man. He is designing some really amazing stuff for you guys. I hope we can get in your hands very soon. We are actively working on states for your prototypes right now. So we're actually doing like a big meeting about it tomorrow. So
Oh, really?
Yep.
This guy.
We're gonna invert that.
For the sake
yes.
of right now, I'm thinking he's gonna be a bit darker.
That's all right. Yeah, because like we do that.
It would know that there were some lighter images or some darker images.
If you notice, like in the assets panel, if you add a symbol that's lighter than a certain value, it just automatically switches the background. See, we do those kind of things.
Nice. And I'm gonna update this link out, so if people want to check it out and leave some feedback,
yes, go check out the link.
As well. Yeah.
Eric, can we have live XD every day? Michael and I have been talking about, maybe not every day, but definitely doing, if you guys are, we really love doing this. We really love just designing kind of out in the open with everyone. If you guys are interested in seeing it kind of be a more regular thing, maybe not Adobe Live thing, but maybe an Adobe XD specific thing, we've definitely been looking at ways in which we could share more and more often. I said we have our user voice. We do the live streams here with the Adobe Live team. We also live stream on Facebook every couple weeks as we update and talk about new features. But yeah, if you guys are into it, I've definitely been exploring maybe doing something a little more often. So
yeah. So not the live stream, not the live designing.
We've seen so much. Like so, we just the live stream is just such a great opportunity for us to dream a little, and just engage directly and just test prototypes in real time and just get feedback, and that's just really what it's all about for us. So
yeah, I was gonna say the engagement of like having everyone on the chat and getting actual feedback or being able to give them feedback. It's been, I haven't done anything else like it.
Yeah, super exciting. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. So how's your prototype going? Let's check it out.
You want to check it out from the beginning or check it out from some midpoint?
Let's do that midpoint where
I'm dragging out this color theme here.
Okay.
So dragging out this global theme, dropping it onto this color palette, seeing it switch the color palette, also search for new images based off of that theme, and then cool. Going ahead and dragging and rearranging these nodes a little bit and reattaching it, but as a little off shot here, and then hovering and closing, sort of collapsing this box because I just want to do with the new images. And as soon as I do that, it selects one of these new ones, inputs it as the photo. So now I have a better scheme of images here.
What would the blueberries look like in there?
Should we do blueberry?
I think we should do, yeah. Just again,
blueberries would probably
kind of like just put the icing on the cake, just be like, oh, now this is really. I really like this. So it's
just a full blueberry. You want it the next moment? To be
no, do the next moment. Okay. Yeah, right, yeah. I think there's something really interesting about this idea of just being able to sort of handle and sort of switch and try content, particularly if you're using like Adobe stock. It's a really exciting workflow, and I just keep wanting to see more of this now that you're sort of on this thread. So
yeah, I feel like you get so deep in it that you can just jam on this for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Nicola, that's really awesome to hear that story. We love hearing that. So Nicola was saying the first time he talked about XD while working, everybody was like, new program. But then after doing one design for a client, they asked, well, when's the next time you can do more? Can you do more in XD? And so it looks like they're going to do more XD for their website designs. That's really exciting to hear. You should definitely, I'd love to, if you're interested, I'd love to sort of check out and sort of talk about that process a little more. So maybe hit me up on Twitter later. And I know the team would love to hear that story, the broader Adobe XD team. So Munir, you can hit up Danielle and I on Twitter. I'm Mr. Talin on Twitter and on Instagram, if you guys are into that kind of thing. And Danielle is Morimoto Made on Twitter, and same on Instagram.
Yeah, my public one.
Yeah. All right, so go hit us up there. And also you can hit us up on the Adobe XD Twitter handle as well, because the team is always, that's sort of rotating, and kind of everybody sort of chimes in there. So if you have any questions, let us know. So.
Okay, I got the blueberry in. the moment of truth.
Okay, here it is. Let's see it.
Work. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna play this out. Collapse this branch. See it select. Change the image for me, and then I'm gonna select this blueberry image.
Ah, that's
there we go.
That's so cool because now, I mean, you have to, you know, either drag and drop the image again, or you have to, unmask it and remask it.
Right.
And like this, just makes that like this little node is just sitting there holding visually, so showing you all this content that you may have been using as a mood board, or you may have started pulling in images from Adobe stock to now put in your final design. And you just want to be able to cycle through a bunch of options again to see what it looks like as you put different content in there. This is just like super cool. Being able to sort of explode out and sort of see, sort of use this as inspiration, but then feed it in as content, switch back and forth. Nice, nice.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at this compared to with like the blueberries compared to what it was before with this color scheme, right? It looks so off right now, like now looking back at it, because it has all of these tones that just like weren't in
they just weren't jiving with the rest of the Flexi app. Yeah, very cool. You know, it also kind of reminds me of some new stuff I saw with Adobe Spark last week.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
that sort of branded experience, you know, like but telling kind of a different story, like, so not just the style guide, not just that global style guide, but really having that global style guide really kind of cross over into content.
Yeah, so for those of you who didn't see it, there used to be in Spark just sort of like preset templates, more or less, that you could go through, and you would automatically, when you select one, see the changes cascade across what you're working on. But they also implemented this new branding, so you can actually go in and set what colors you want your brand to be, and some typefaces, and input like your logo and that you have, and then see everything that you have. System. Yeah, you can apply it to all of that.
So Adam, that's a good question. Like, where would the images be coming in from? And I think that's exactly right. Like, we have Adobe stock. Like, and we're gonna be adding more connections from XD to Adobe stock coming very soon. And so that's a natural place. Like, if I was looking for images based on this color theme, just see them start to populate from Adobe stock. And then maybe if I like them and the client likes them, then I can just click on it and actually maybe just purchase it and license that directly.
Right within.
That would be amazing.
That would be great.
Yeah. So, thanks, Munir, for the follow. Yeah. Thanks, Nicola. You should, definitely I want to follow up on your story there. We always love hearing that. So, cool. Should we check
like
out
we're getting some more?
Yeah, we're getting some more prototypes coming in right here at the end. Oh, and we have maybe an Apple Watch one. Let's go check this out. All right. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go. So, Gus, did we start with John at the top? I think the arcade classics, right? Yeah, I think this is where we started. Let's go down the list from John.
Yes,
okay, cool.
This one for sure.
All right, arcade classics. So much nostalgia here. Let's see, Galaga. See, look at this. We just mention it, and it just magically happens. This is amazing. Very cool. Very nice. Back we go to our list. Really nice job, John. Really, really awesome. All right. We're gonna go check out Vicky now. We have a photography app, so we're gonna log in. Background life.
And Grady, there's still a little bit of time if you want to upload soon. But we close off at around 5, so try and get it in soon, and then we'll take a look.
Yep, cool. All right, so we can download that image. We can go search for a new image. Really nice, Vicky. Nice photography. Got all the apps in there. I like the avatar. It's looking good. Nice style. Got the little hearts here. Really nice. Okay. All right. Cyril, let's go check out Cyril's. I think I remember this was. Oh, this is all right. So this is the one that actually has the music in it. So we get started. We're gonna sign in. I like that we had a little index kind of telling us what's all the icons. Sometimes those are a little hard to interpret. Got a little scroll here. Got all the Disney stuff going on. I feel like this is my Spotify list. I come in the next day and this is what we've been playing at home. Got some orders that I've made here for some different instruments. got some stuff in my cart.
Piccolo.
The piccolo. Oh my.
Very specific.
Yes. The piccolo. Very nice. Oh, delivered. All right. We've already been rocking the piccolo. Oh, I like the little.
Nice.
Very nice. And I think if we went here and we clicked on piano, there it is. There it is. So I could be playing the piano actually on the phone. There we go. Oh, we can kind of sort of tweak our music here. I also got the editor. This is like an all-in-one experience. Very nice. That was great, Cyril. All right, Nicola's concert finder, and Nicola had our San. What is it? There it is.
There you go.
San Space Francisco. Very cool. Return. It takes us right there. Again, but I think we also loved.
Like the map.
Yeah, the map. I thought this was a really nice
touch.
touch. Yeah, I think that was a really nice touch. Very cool. Nice color palette as well. All right, again. Oscars. Oh, yep. Let's see. Oh, see, look at that. That feels much more natural. I think that transition really works now. I think for that. So
was it going up before?
Yeah, it was like sliding. Yeah, there was like a left to right transition. I think this feels much more natural, much more integrated into the app. Really nice. So obviously now that's a good transition now. So now we're in a different browsing experience. We're in a different part of the app. Thus, we have this nice transition really telling us, hey, you're somewhere else now. You're deeper into this app. So I think that's feeling really good.
Yep.
And then, of course, we had Thor, and we can go, and we can book tickets for Thor, go out and see top films. Oh, look, and updated there. So initially...
I made the mistake of watching that movie on an airplane.
Oh, yeah?
And I didn't realize what was going to happen at the end. Yeah.
It's always a weird...
Like, this is a weird moment.
Yeah, that's always a weird... Yeah, I have to always be careful. Watch. I'm not someone like... Does someone just see what happened? Like if I'm like watching like a an R-rated movie with my parents. And also, I remember I think took the suggestion to on the booking. Oh, look at that Moonlight even.
Yeah.
Really in depth. This is a really tight, really nicely designed experience.
Yeah, the blur on that just works really well too for all those videos.
Yep. All right, Matthias. This this one was a little yeah. All right, get ourselves in trouble again. So there's the thing that we're signing up for that we're not entirely sure what it is we're signing up for, but we will be contacted. We can't see what we just agreed to. But there is also vote online for your favorite contestant. And there's
many
familiar faces here. And Michael, I'm sorry, we are forced to vote for Paul once again. We like Paul,
but we do like Paul.
Yeah, we do like Paul, so.
Not to say that we wouldn't vote for
Very
Paul.
nice job, Matthias. And we have Nicole. We're gonna book an event. We're gonna put in our email and our password. Gonna log in. And we're going to go check out Coldplay, see the ticket info. Nice. And we're going to go also see the Blazers play. Because, when you're in Portland, that's what you do. You go see, Rock City. And then we're going to go check out Alexander's. Oh, text me. Yes, this got a little... It's like, really, really jazzing up my dating life here. Very nice. Me. We made a match with Benjamin, and we're gonna send him We're gonna send him a note here, and nice use of the iOS components here with the carrier information and with the keyboard, and many others awaiting messaging. Oh, but we gotta block that guy. There's Mark. So nice. So it's that's a nice flow. I think that really had kind of told the whole story. Yeah. Really connected the dots for the user and saying what is this app for? What are you gonna be doing here? I think it told that story pretty well, and it's very important when you're sort of testing out some new app ideas. All right, let's go check out Juan, the viewer. Oh, here we got some concerts. Really nice. Bartholomew Alfonso, also known as. Very nice. Okay, we can go back here. You can also see the profile. I think it's a profile. Yep, very nice. Style, nice, very nice. Juan, and then we got Michelle's. If I remember this one, yeah, this one is another purchasing experience. So we're gonna go, and of course there was Blade Runner. Yeah. So we're gonna go to the El Capitan, and we're gonna buy some tickets. I like this because you could choose your seating. I think so. We can click on there. Oh, and Michelle fixed that. Last time I remember that link was broken. Once I chose the seat, I was stuck and I had to go back. But this time, nicely done. Nice. Updated. Very cool. Very nice.
Very clean design as
yeah,
well.
Very clean as well. And I think there was a bunch there. I think there was also Moonlight. We could go see Moonlight. And same deal. Oh, now that's all in there too. Very, very cool. Nicely done. Looking great. That's a great one too. Very thorough. Let's see, Dimitar. Oh, this was the phone, the watch. This was the watch app.
This is the
now I need Adobe XD preview on my watch.
Yeah.
But let's go check it out for Marvel. Oh, nice. Did you go download the iOS kit? Be interested if you did, if that had it in there. So we're gonna go to movies. Thor. That looks so good. I'm so excited for that movie. Thor is always gonna been my sleeper favorite, anyways. So.
Really?
Back.
Of all the...
Kinda, yeah. I really liked the first movie. I don't know why. It was not like it just had a lot. I don't know. I always kind of liked it. Plus, you know, Taika Waititi. He's just such a funny guy. Did you see What We Do in the Shadows? So funny. You should go watch that. Okay. Nice job on the watch app. That's something new. We have not. I don't think I've ever seen any prototype for the watch. Really nicely done. All right. See Grady. Let's go check out Grady's.
Just got it in. Nice.
Very nice. All the feels. Oh,
cool.
what? Yes. Find your feels. Oh, very, very nice. Let's see what's under this one. Oh, back. Here we go. To the mountain. Oh, yes. So this is for maybe like honeymooning, wedding locations. I'm actually gonna go spend my sabbatical in Maui, where Jen and I.
Oh, really?
Yeah, had our honeymoon, so it is a little bit of that. Yeah, so nice. Look at that, and we got the island. Nice user repeat grid. Very nice. Oh, it's a wedding filmmaking website app. I see. Oh, very nice. So these are like scouting locations. Very cool.
All the feels.
Yes, all the feels. Oh, that's really nice too. Very nice photography. I like how everybody's using repeat grid, a lot of repeat grid in all of these submissions. Really nice job. And we got Alexi. Adobe Max. We had a great time in Adobe Max. All right, let's sign up. Creativity Cloud. Oh, so we can filter and see what we're looking for. Of course, we're looking for more about Adobe XD. And there we go. We've got some sessions maybe we can go and sign up for related to Adobe XD. Really nice use of. This is a very nice layout for your repeat grid. Nice shapes in here. Let's go here. Oh, look, there we are.
Oh my gosh.
We're speaking. Here it is. Also, Alexi, nice job.
Yeah, great
really
job.
Nice job.
I think it's also the first time we've seen someone really playing with, the timing of these transitions. Because most of them, I think, are maybe sort of the automatic, but playing with, it seems like it's rolling in a bit slower.
Yeah.
So might have adjusted that.
Yeah.
So
and it looks like, I think he just went and pulled the stuff from the Max website itself, which is always that's one of the things I always do. Yeah. And it just reminds me of that Designing with Data, where Anirudh, my really amazing engineering partner, he made it so we could just go out there and actually just scrape that in from the website and just put it right into Adobe XD.
Amazing,
which is amazing. We need that. So we need it.
I agree.
Go check out that sneak Designing with Data on YouTube from a couple years ago. Oh, we can go see the Photoshop speakers as well. Draplin. I got a really cool poster from Draplin at the marketplace.
You did? I got. Oh, you saw the one I got.
Yeah, you got a really nice one too.
I did. I couldn't resist when there's really nice screen printed posters. I'm like,
Yeah, he had Bernie Sanders one that was really cool. Got that. Okay, I think all right. I think we've got all of our contestants here. What's your early take? What are you feeling here?
Early take. I think, well, it's interesting. Like today, I do feel like we have more elaborate, like more like fuller flows.
Full flows,
of,
yeah.
Like
yeah, I
designs
totally
compared
agree.
to even
Yeah.
earlier on. So good job, you guys. For just
Yeah, really nice job, everyone.
taking. I feel like we've been getting like giving feedback. People have actually been updating a lot more just live with us on the stream as well, which I think is really nice. But yeah, I mean, I think there was a couple interesting pieces in here. I think
The
like
map was a really nice touch,
especially with the feedback and the Easter egg of San Francisco. It was interesting to see the like. I thought this one did a really nice job with the fade in transition as well.
Yeah, I think that, and then like it feels very like all the options are there, like all the pieces. Like if I'm clicking around and going to see a movie, like this, I could actually look and go and then book those tickets, and it just follows. There's no gaps anymore. Like I think it was this Michelle? This was Oscar. I think it was Oscar. Who just kept updating this, and just every time it just felt more and more complete. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
Yep. That was nice. The watch was really nice to see. Again, seeing something different. Seeing that on there, like looking for
really nice.
yeah.
I also thought the one you have in the tab right after that with like the very clean design, and also going back in, updating some scroll and the seating, choosing seating, which is like just
the
sort of
choosing
that
seating, that was
full
really nice.
experience.
Yeah, that was really cool. I like those. I don't know. Those I'm gonna have a hard time choosing between those movie apps. Maybe
there's
just
a lot of Someone on the chat, Nick's like, the movie one is awesome. I'm like, which movie?
Which
one?
movie
There's
one?
So many movie ones.
I think these are both. I don't know. That's a tough choice. They definitely got a lot of polish on both of them.
They have a lot of polish.
What do you? Yeah, I think this one. I think is this is my. I'm feeling this one.
I think that the fade in moment, seeing those cards really sold me.
Yeah, like when we went, if we go home here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
The change in that just was really drastic.
Yeah, I think it really made a difference in the experience.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's clean, full,
all right.
like full flow. Looks really good.
I think that is our winner. Was that? Yep. That was Oscar. Oscar. Congratulations. Really nice job. Really excellent. I think we liked the changes that you made, kind of in real time. We really made it feel like it really made an impact on the experience. Really got us kind of. You didn't feel unnatural, and it really helped us figure out like where we were and where we were going to next. And that's really important, particularly on small screens, is using motion and using interaction to really lead me through an experience and really make me feel like I know where I am and I know where I'm going next and what options are going to go. So, So I think Oscar, nicely done, nicely done. And thanks to everyone who joined us here. You guys you did some amazing work. I mean, I feel like they did like all the really amazing work here over the stream in the last 3 days. Yeah. And Danielle, thanks for joining me again.
Of course.
You always do amazing work. So it's always a pleasure to have you here designing and working particularly on things related to XD. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's fun to just kind of come in and think about something different. Like I'm not normally thinking about XD, but I use XD. And so it's fun to kind of think about some new features or just kind of reach out pretty far and also work with you because we never actually work on the same team.
I know.
But we brainstorm all the time or like are thinking about like this similar problems on like different projects and things like that. So.
Thanks, Tim. And again, my ruler thing is just begging to be sort of added to. So
it was addressed after the 3 days.
If you guys have any ideas, again, like what are your ideas for the features you'd like to see in Adobe XD? Let us know. Go to the user voice forum. Give us your feedback there, or make a prototype yourself. That prototypes, man. A good prototype. What's the saying? A prototype is worth 1,000 meetings. So if you guys have a great idea, we want to see for rulers. Maybe we want to see your prototypes too. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you.